Okay, it's 2:02. This is the capital improvements program for the library. Kelly, tell me if I'm doing something wrong. We do not have a quorum, so I don't know that we need to take any formal actions.
No formal actions. You just get
going. All right. Nick does not have any old bond funds, so we'll just go right in. I'll share screen with the request. Nick, if you want to talk about your request.
Okay, yeah, sure. The first one is, I did unmute myself. Okay, good. First one is just, an annual computer and networking upgrade. Last year we were able to buy some new team computers, so just kind of trying to keep those fresh. So we kind of have, we have over 100 computers in the building between staff and public use. And just trying to replace those, kind of on a 5-year rotation if possible. And if not, so, we can extend the life of them sometimes, but, and then the other request is excuse me. The other request is just, as part of a grant, we were able to get some mobile Wi-Fi hotspots. We have 10 of them right now, and they've all circulated really well. What they do is allow members of our community to have access to the internet mobilely anywhere from that they want. So we're just looking to add, maybe 10 or 15 more. So the request I put in would get us 15 more. It's they're $120 per year per unit with a $15. They cost $15 to buy each one, and then it's $120 a year to maintain, $10 a month. So those are the two requests from the library. And then I did submit some stuff for building maintenance just for the building, but I don't know. That's not
Nick, and your updating of the networking and all that kind of stuff, do you coordinate that with IT? Because I know that they work to do that as well. Do they not do yours directly?
No, Chris and Bob talk here and there, but and I know that they've Chris has helped us on occasion. I think Bob's provided some help here and there, but as far as machines, replacing machines, stuff like that, we've always just kind of done that on our own. In the time I've been here. So.
Okay. The mobile hotspots, has there been any discussion with maybe working with the schools? Obviously, I can see where the mobile hotspots is even a bigger deal with COVID and all that, kids being out of school. Does that come into account? I guess when you're talking about people wanting to reserve them, is it just kind of a first come, first serve, or do you look at them having children that are at homeschooled due to COVID or something like that?
No, we don't really have any kind of process in place to prioritize who checks them out. It's really just as long as they don't owe us any money, and then they can borrow one. It's they can borrow it for 2 weeks. As long as nobody has it on hold, we will allow them to renew the items for another 2 weeks. And once they're 3 days overdue, then we turn them off essentially. So it's kind of just a paperweight. And we have had I think maybe one that just never came back. So we've billed that person, but for the most part, it's been a really successful program.
So is it just like an Echo Dot or something? Oh, sorry, Mayor, go ahead.
Go ahead, no.
I was just gonna say, is it like an Echo Dot or something that mobile
it's like about the size of an old pager or something, and yeah, it's just it connects through. I think the ones we have they connect on the Verizon. I don't know if it's a 4G or 5G network, whatever it is, and yeah, you just plug it in, or actually it's battery powered, so it's charged, and then it just gives you a signal, so you can connect any device in your home to it. And take it on the go or wherever you'd be able to get a Verizon connection. You then can connect your devices through Wi-Fi.
So Nick, just because I kind of missed a little bit of that part. So the mobile hotspots, you check them out to people and they're able to access the internet at home.
Correct. Yep.
Are we paying that bill?
Yeah. Right now we are. So so yeah, it's and it's something almost every library is doing it these days. So it's $10 a month per unit. So we have 10 of them. So it's not a bad service. And actually I think Cedar Falls started doing it a while ago. Cedar Falls Library, and they kind of learned really quickly that people were willing to pay the overdue fines on them because they were getting like, home internet for, I think it was like $15 a month. So they quickly revised their policy. And obviously we kind of learned from some of their mistakes. So if they're 3 days overdue, we just turn them off so the people can't continue to just keep them and use them. So, but
Right. And one of the reasons I was asking, because have you ever had any conversation with MediaCom or Sprint or anybody else to see if there could be some type of possible partnership? That's the reason I was asking, is maybe accessibility could help. Talking about having it in different parts of the community and just overall internet accessibility. Was wondering if MediaCom or something was contacted.
I have not reached out to anybody, but I would be willing to look into doing so. So
Let's talk offline, and we'll see if we can find some contact people to see if there's a willing partnership to be able to do something like that.
Yep. Be happy to. Okay.
Nick.
Yes.
Yeah, Pat Morksey here. Are there any prior year unused bond monies?
For the library?
Yeah.
I think we've spent most of our funds down. I know we were given some computers funds last year that maybe still has not been spent all of yet, but so I think just maybe a little bit from the previous year, but I have that.
Yep. Councilman Morrison, you're correct. I missed it. My apologies. Yeah, there was some ILS and computer upgrades from 420, which was last year. There's a $10,099.06 left in there for them to be able to utilize.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay, and then Nick, I was also wondering, what about and how are the stain issue at the top of the library? How's that? Because that's still there.
It is. Greg had emailed me. Greg Allhelm emailed me sometime this fall and said that process there was approved. So I think that's in the works. I believe. I just don't know when it's the work is actually supposed to start. I assume it won't happen this winter, but.
Well,
Yeah, there is about 50,500 in city facility library improvements. So I'll check with Greg Allhelm on exactly what that was for and if that's in the process right now.
Is that under facility management tab here, Noel?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. And what about, Nick, the mobile library? We talked about that in the past.
Yeah, we have. We've talked about that in the past. Like, the issue with the mobile library right now is just the staff to actually make it work. One of the positions I hope to hire is eventually is an outreach coordinator, outreach manager. Obviously, with COVID, it's not really possible at the moment to have somebody that's doing a lot of outreach out in the community. So, kind of some of those plans are on hold a little bit, but that is definitely something down the road we're interested in doing. So,
would that be part of? Would that be part of the CIP?
Yeah, I mean, a vehicle like that. Libraries have done that through capital improvement programs. They've done it through grants. There's different ways that we could get something like that. And I know too, there's been some libraries that have gotten grants for like vans to take out in the community, and they've been waiting for years because Amazon's purchased them all up, but just to get their van. So there's all kinds of hurdles, but that's definitely something we're hoping to do in the future.
Okay, thanks.
Yep.
Yeah, and I proposed a mobile library prior to Mr. Rossman starting. But part of it was having conversations with grantors as well. So we're hoping that would be one at some point that's going to be attractive to some of the grants that we can find out there to help with this project. Anything else, Noel or Nick?
No, I don't, not for me, unless anybody has any other questions.
Okay, no one has any further questions. Thank you all. For everyone on the CIP, our next meeting is tomorrow at 11 a.m. for the airport.
Thanks, Noel.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.